Welcome back. Well, with me today from the Thrive Project is Mark Rabinowitch. And Mark is, of course, not only on our Trading Post show, but he is a stellar photographer. And we're going to show some of the photos that you took. But the reason, you're here today is you help out a lot at the different events, and these the Thrive Project is really all about showing people, showing folks what goes on here in the village and how people who live here are making the most of their life and remaining active and getting involved in things and really just having fun.
And how people who aren't necessarily getting up off the couch can do so. Yeah. And it's painless and fun.
Yeah, it is.
That's kind of how I got started here in the village. It started with my camera. Started at the camera club, and that worked its way into a job, working with a non-paying job, working with Heather, who used to be here downstairs, photographing for her, and it led from one thing to the next, and I could go on, but many people know that story, and I won't take their time up now, but got to get up off the couch.
Yeah, you do. And you're a perfect example of that, And, I got to mention before we go on that it turns out that Mark grew up very near where my dad and stepmom lived up in Daly City in the Bay Area. So it's kind of neat. I could have been a little kid walking past your house. I know I was.
We walk. Well, we won't go into it today, but
anyway.
It just you folks don't have any idea how close the houses were.
Let's take a look at some of the photographs you have here, and tell us about each one. How do you pick these folks out? And, I don't know if you have the names of each one of them. If not, that's fine.
I don't have this lady's name, but I can tell you this photograph was taken at the recent 90s plus luncheon this year.
All right.
She is 105.
Wow.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yes. I took photographs of 5 or 6. They happened to all be ladies who were all over 100.
Wow.
Talk about thriving.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
105.
And I certainly wouldn't guess her at that age at all.
No.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
But that's a good example.
But that's a perfect example. And she was light and lively and happy to be there and didn't seem like a couch sitter.
Yeah, not at all. Yeah. And here are people that, golf is a lifelong sport. And this is something that, of course, we here in the village offer.
Major here.
Yeah, and it's something that, it doesn't matter what your ability is in any certain sport. It's just to go out at this point. Do it. You're not really competing to win so much as just to have fun and competing with yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're in a foursome. Compete within the foursome.
Yeah.
Have a coffee bet.
Yeah.
I'll bet you a donut that I can do better than you. This was a class. That photograph of the golf was a class. People how to golf. The swimming, this is the same thing. This is an emeritus photograph I took earlier in the year. It's simply a class on exercising in the water. Yeah,
look how, but again, here's something that's low impact, so maybe you got a little bit of arthritis going on, or it might be. You get into the pool, you're being active, and having fun.
And if you could see behind many of the hats, some of those folks are older than me.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's all the village.
Yeah,
the village. You deal with it all the time.
Yeah, it's great. Now, let's look at the next photograph here, and this is something that is so huge here and unique really is having these stables. And people do have some of their own horses here, but there are also, I don't know, maybe 20-25 horses, I think, whatever the amount is
that the village
the village oversees, so people can learn to ride.
Exactly.
They can go over here and learn about horses.
That's right.
and they have different levels and heights of the horses. And I mean, it's wonderful.
All kinds of things you can
Yeah.
do. This lady, I just took this photograph a couple of days ago. Sassy is the name of the horse.
Yeah.
This lady is a volunteer at the stables. And I
Yeah.
don't know her age, but
There you go.
There you
I mean, that's a
go.
perfect example.
up off the couch, out of the house, doing something she loves.
Yeah.
You want to thrive?
This is the way to do it. You want to
That's
learn
how you
something
do
new
it.
between all the different events we have here, the emeritus classes. I mean,
Yeah.
it's endless.
Yeah.
Now, really what we're looking at here is, well, obviously a couple gentlemen and having a good time, having a little wine.
Yeah.
But the point is, we got great artists here.
Yes.
Or maybe there are people who always thought, I want to learn to paint or
Yes.
draw or whatever, or ceramics. That's all offered here.
It's certainly
Yeah.
offered here. This was taken again earlier this year here in the building. We had I forget what it was called, a special night for
Yeah.
the artists, the
Yeah.
art that was put up. And there was wine and cheese and people walked around. And I happened to catch these two guys standing there admiring that photograph.
Yeah.
And
Well,
it
let's look
worked.
at the last one here because we're just about out of time for
Okay.
the show. We know these folks. It just reminds you that if you want to get involved in entertainment here,
Yeah.
we have the Theater Guild, we have the Old Pros, we
Yeah.
have all different musical groups that
Yeah.
get together
Exactly.
and have a good time.
That's why you
Yeah.
have me on this morning.
That's why.
Folks, if you get up off the couch and go do something, you're going to have a good time.
You are.
Yeah.
And this is a perfect example of it.
Yeah.
All right. Mark, always good to see you.
Good to see you, Ken.
All
And
right.
thank you.
Yeah, and of course you can watch Mark most Wednesdays on the Trading Post, and
Yeah.
he's always around with his camera, so smile
Yes.
for him.
Yeah.
All right, hey, you know what? We're just our show is over, and again, I'm going to warm up for the next couple days a little bit, then going back down again, and it's kind of nice this fall weather. I hope it sticks around.
I do too.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.